Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token. Another exciting day on Pulsechain as it continues to grow. And of course, at the moment, we've been covering the intense boom in the NFT ecosystem space. And when we talk about that, but we've got a lot of news today. Of course, the coast is getting closer and closer, the fiat on-ramp, off-ramp to Pulsechain, which is going to be amazing. It's going to be really, really important infrastructure and catalyst for growth, having a direct fiat on-ramp, off-ramp, and the first stablecoin CST likely to beat out liquid loans there. So it's going to be pretty cool. Very exciting. We're also going to be talking about TYRH, which is actually killing it, crushing it on the charts. Price is just going up to the moon. And of course, the burn token as well, with the burn token there from Jacob and the BNB pot team. And we're talking about that. And of course, PulseRate is coming out with its single-sided staking pools. And of course, you stake the Prate and you get the Pulse staking there on the old PulseRate yield farming. So that's going to be pretty amazing also. So we've got lots of cool things happening. This is all before the big round of DeFi projects that are expected to come out in the next 30 to 60 days. So lots of fun. NFT is booming and lots of cool other protocols are burning, PulseX and Hex and things like that. So very, very exciting. Let's get into the chat there before we get into the updates. Let's see who's jumped in here. Obviously, PulseSouls just finished its auction and sold out. We're going to talk more about that. That was huge news for PulseSouls. Huge, amazing result. 1,000 NFTs sold out in hours. So we're going to talk about that too. Stay tuned. Wookie's in house there. NFT to the moon. Yes, Wookie. Nice, very nice. That's a good-looking thumbnail. Yes, indeed. So that thumbnail is one of the PulseSoul NFTs, and it looks amazing. And of course, that's these NFTs are not just normal NFTs. Most of the NFTs that we're seeing launch on Pulsechain are NFTs plus DeFi attached to them, which is amazing. So they're going to have their own tokens, they're going to have staking, things like that. Are really, really cool. I love Pulsechain. It's just bringing out all the innovations. It really is cool. And always pays back the rewards to the people that hold rather than somebody else, right? It really is cool. We got Wookie says Wookie loves Hex. Very true. Check out hex.com. And Hex was one. Hey, Superman minted a PulseSoul. Woohoo! Hey, nice Hex Force one. Congratulations. Let us know what you got, maybe in the chat or on the Discord. We're going to be having a conversation about that afterwards in the Discord if you want to catch up with everybody. Talking about the PulseSoul minting that just went on. Very, very exciting. And of course, on the 31st, we've got another one of the big four, what I call the big four, launching, which is the final one of the big four, actually. That is going to be the Richie's World, which is kind of like Doodles with the Richard Hart theme, which is pretty neat. Looking forward to that too. And cool DeFi tokenomics as well. Very exciting. Check out my video yesterday on the top 12 NFTs collections launching on Pulsechain. Some of them have already launched. Some of them are tradable. Some of them mintable. Some of them are coming up soon. So definitely check those out. What else? PulseSouls on fire. Can't wait to hear what you think of the mint out, says Tom Boss. Hey, me too. I can't wait to hear myself talk about it. It's going to be so much fun. I enjoy the FOMO. The FOMO is real. It really is exciting. And yeah, the NFT and DeFi combination, beautiful. And the artwork is fantastic. So I love it. Hex Vader in house there missed the PulseSoul mint due to work. Oh, that's a shame. Have to buy more Hex to relieve the FOMO. Yeah, that's true. Buy some Hex, buy some Pulse, buy some PulseX. Those are the golden standard of Richard Hart's crypto. We've got Torres as well. Joey, good to see you. What's up? Brendan as well. Morning, Superman family. Good to see you as well. DG and Wednesday is Dan Wednesday. DG and Wednesday. I said that's funny, Dan. DG in heaven. He says Dan. Who's tired from DJing all night? Says Dan. Yeah, some people had to get up pretty early to mint the old PulseSouls. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. I had my clock set for 5 o'clock in the morning, and some reason I must have messed it up because I woke up at 7. But I was still able to mint, and I think there was about 28% of the NFTs have been minted at that stage. So I was doing okay. We got Robert in the house there. Good to see you, Robert. So Robert says buy TYRH token. Indeed. Well, everyone seems to be buying because it's doing pretty well. Mix in the house. Good to see you, Mix. And check my pulse. Good to see you also. Who else has jumped in here? 6 hours for PulseSouls, says Brennan. You're going to get up to that shortly. Who else have we got in here? Brennan's in the house there. Good job. It was a lot of fun for sure. And we've got PulsePot in the house there with the TYRH and the Burn token. Are we going to see NFT minting and TYRH staking with Burn airdrop tonight? Are we? Question mark. Maybe even start a bonfire, says PulsePot. So that's ramping up, and we're going to check that out when we get up to the Pulsechain project. So cool. Thomas says, I woke up at 1 a.m. for the mint. Glad I did, though. Got some nice ones, says Tom Bus. Yeah, some people that actually minted early actually got some pretty good collections out of the old mint there. I think they all look fantastic, but some are rarer than others, and that's just the way it goes with the rarity NFTs. Only thing I got done at work today was minting PulseSouls, says Acapulco. That's hilarious. Fast Abdul, tell me your secrets. We will get onto it right now. All right, so welcome, everybody. We're going to get into the updates. First of all, we're going to start with Richard Hart's update. This is via Kinetics, posted here about the Heist Stakes, which is coming up ever so closely. Is it 7 or 8 days from now? Something like that. Hey, Hex family, any update on some of the locations that aren't sold out yet? This is for the Heist Stakes theatre bookings. Big ask, can you guys help out? Markets still need some more ticket sales. There's lots of sales at different cities here that need still more ticket sales. From Houston, Salt Lake City, Dallas, Denver, Boston, Portland, North Brunswick, Phoenix, Seattle, Atlanta, San Diego, Charlotte, Jacksonville, Alberta. Is that Alberta? I think so. Lawrence and Dayton, Nashville, and Philadelphia, and this place called Spokane. I've never heard that one. Those are all there. They sell a few more tickets, so definitely check out that. Market where Heist Stakes theaters have sold out. As follows. So we got Miami sold out, Chicago, Austin, Washington, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, New York, Corona, Dublin, Tampa, and Orlando. Those Florida ones always sell out pretty fast there as well. Great work there as well. All right, I think that's pretty much it. So that's kind of cool there from the Kinetics. I'm going to post that tweet there if you want to check out that in detail for the Heist Stakes. That is coming up upon us very quickly. We're getting excited about that. All right, so let me post that in the chat there. And that is the Heist Stakes, and you can see the theaters that still need some selling tickets. Take your friends, family, spread the word. It's a good way to go. The more we sell out, of course, the more chances we get bigger pickups later on with the streamers and stuff like that. So it's pretty important. All right, what else? It got put on to Rotten Tomatoes on the review site. So the Heist Stakes is on there now. That's where we want to see some of these big platforms with the movies. People can comment on those when it comes out on the 4th of August and 5th as well, right? So it's kind of cool. That is it from Richard's at the moment. That's the big retweet. Let's get into the prices of Pulse. Nice to see some green candles today. Yes, up 2.19%. 000101, we're back over the sacrifice price for Pulse, up 1%, which is pretty nice. And the chart looks like this. That's the chart for Pulse. So we didn't actually get down to a support line here, which was at 409,100. So that is where we're going to be, but we didn't get down there. And of course, we've actually managed to get back up the sacrifice price 2 days in a row now. We've got 2 green candles, and we've got 15 minutes to go in this candle here. So that's really bullish. You can see the sort of zooming out there, looking quite cool. And of course, we've still got, if we take Ethereum, it was 88 days before it really had its breakup. And of course, we've still got quite a few days to go for that. Let me just go. That was to the 12th of August, I think, if I remember rightly. So still like 16 days to go. So let's go. Let's get that breakout to the upside. Anyway, PulseX at the moment is currently looking like that. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Quadruple 0319, super below, only 31.9% of the sacrifice price at the moment. One Pulse will get you 3.16 PulseX. So Pulse still looking pretty strong versus PulseX. The price is up pretty similar, a little bit more, 2.3% versus 2.19. But the buy and burn is going up sweet. Look at this, 260 billion. 1.25% of the total PulseX supply in the public's hands is now burnt. 1.25%. That's really cool. That's going pretty nicely there. And I always like to go full screen. There's full screen mode. 260 billion, 466 million, and 97,536 PulseX is being bought and burned. You got to love that. That's looking pretty good. Let's have a look at the chart, of course. And we've got 2 green days as well. And we have been moving sideways. We haven't hit the support line, which was down at 2,778. And of course, we're at 3,185 at the moment with 4 zeros in front. That's pretty much it. The incentive token is pretty much flat today. It is $5.67. The ratio is 56,279. So let's have a look at the chart for that. That is the chart. And of course, this is in the dollar terms, so it's $5.67. But let's just switch it around to the pulse ratio. We can see that it actually has broken down a bit as expected, and it's down at 56. And I did think it could go down somewhere between 53, 55,000. So we'll see whether it keeps going there. Now, obviously, if the single-sided staking comes out from Richard, then PulseX and incentive token may have a breakout to the upside, right? So that's what we're looking out for there with the single-sided staking for PulseX if Richard brings that out. So we'll see what happens in that space. That's the wild card at the moment. There is currently 6.4 million PulseX in supply, and 4,400 incentive tokens have been burned. I guess through what? You know what? TYRH, right? So burning through the TYRH platform from Jacob and the BNB pot team. We have that burn in there, which is kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool. Burn the supply. We like that a lot. It'd be fun to see more protocols get into that in some way or another in their gamification. So that's pretty cool. Moving to Hex, of course, hex.com. Check it out. Links in the video description. You can buy Hex on Pulsechain. You can buy Hex on Ethereum, of course. And we've got the Heist Stakes film documentary coming out in about 7 or 8 days on the 4th of August. Going to be premiering in Miami. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Now we've got the price of PHEX or Hex on Pulsechain at 1.93 cents. And at the moment, one Hex will get you 192 Pulse at the moment. So that's kind of where that is. A bit weaker, I think, from memory. That is kind of where that is. And it's up 2.66%. So it's actually the best performer out of all the RH tokens today, which is kind of cool. What else we got to say about this? We've got the EHEX price or Hex on Ethereum is currently just under 9/10 of a penny. And the ratio of PHEX to EHEX is 1 to 2.19. It looks like PHEX has got stronger again, back up at 2.19 there on the old Hex there. So let's have a quick look at those charts as we wrap that up. This is the PHEX side or Hex on Pulsechain. 2 nice green candles there, both bullish candles too. And we've got a few days to go until we've got the Heist Stakes. So, is that 8 days, like I said. So, Heist Stakes Premier looking pretty good. We're going to have a nice little run up into there. Be nice, wouldn't it? And, of course, I would love it if we could get over 2.6 cents. That'd be pretty neat. That'd be pretty good as well. Now, on EHEX chart, EHEX is just under 9/10 of a penny, and we've had quite a bit of volatility in there at the moment. It's been as low as 84 hundredths of a penny to 94 hundredths of a penny, and it's still under a penny, which is up here. Pennies over here. So that is EHEX. Now, the ratio, of course, we've been watching that from PHEX to EHEX is 2.16. So one PHEX is going to get you 2.16 EHEX. And, of course, there it is. It's been strengthening over the last 4 days after weakening for quite a bit of time there. Weakened for quite a bit. Yeah, how many days was that? Let's say weakened for about 10 days. It is back up for 4 days, but still hasn't broken up to the upside there. Probably want to get to 2.25 something. That is kind of the number. So that is the results at the moment for the RH tokens, the best gold in crypto in crypto land. And, of course, let's have a quick look at the validator numbers while we're here. We've got 33,697 values, which is amazing. And we've got another 24 entering. It is absolutely spectacular. There is 1,080 billion Pulse now staked with the validators, which is incredible. If you add that up with the supply sync from the burn, that's amazing too. I can't wait till liquid loans comes also, because that could be a big supply sync there as well. And that will get more off the market and push the prices up as well. So it's a double whammy there. The APR at the moment is 17.9%, so it's slipped below 18% at the moment. Pretty cool. The cost to become a validator at the moment is still pretty cheap without the breakup of Pulse. We've still got $3,223. So Pulse there, validator, looking pretty good there as well. Very, very cool. So pretty reasonable there. Now, if Pulse does a 10x, that's going to cost you $32,000 to become a validator. So think about that. Some interesting thoughts there at the moment. All right, let me jump up to the deck screener. We have a quick look at the PRC20s now. They're being forked over to Pulsechain and see how they're going. We can see we've got a few percentage gains on a couple of them. We've got Link up about 6%. We've got Aave up about 2.6%. Maker is up 2% as well, and Rapidcoin up 1.5%. Rapidcoin sitting at about $44 at the moment is the old Rapidcoin. Everything else is pretty much slightly down. That includes like Pepe and Floki, Shib, and some of the other popular ones. They're currently slightly down at the moment. So, but those are the ones, those Shibs and Pepes, I definitely think are going to make a move over time. So looking good. Now the meme coins there. Let's have a look at the meme coins. This is native Pulsechain. We are waiting for the 9-inch decks. Of course, had the order issues. They had to fix up some code apparently. So it's been delayed a little bit there. So Poor Pleb and Pulse Dodge, which are both coins of the 9-inch founders, they have just taken a breather at the moment. So you can get them cheaper than normal because they're a bit cheaper, which is kind of cool. You can get more volume. And they're going to probably get supported there with the BBC token, have their own yield farm pools, and that should give them a whole new lease of life and Poor Pleb and Pulse Dodge there. Otherwise, the only real performer performing well today is Pepperlorian, up at 10.7%. So there's a quick look at that chart. That is Pepperlorian there. That is kind of the chart there. So it's off the bottom, not doing too bad. Old Pepperlorian and Dodge there as well. I think this is the Jeff Kadakis Dodge from Jeff Kadakis from TrustSwap. And I think this is this one, not the original one that got copied over. 7428 is where that is at the moment. Having a bit of a nice day there. That's up 5%. All right. Fluffy Slippers is also up at 1.8%, but we'll move on. All right. So let's go to Pulsechain Projects. It's the main event. And of course, the top token today is up 67%, is the Burn token from Jacob in the BNB pot team. Look at that. Burn, baby, burn. This chart is ticking away. So let me go to the daily on there. I'm not sure how many days. Let's go to 4 hourly. There's too many hours there. That's the 4 hourly chart for the old Burn token. Look at that, up and away. So that's doing pretty well. Up 71% on the 24-hour basis. Insane O in the Braino is that one. And I think we've got some updates there from this one as well. So that's the Burn token. Let's quickly go to TYRH as well. That's doing pretty well. Let me look at TYRH. That is coming in here at number 3, and that is up 23%. And look at that, all-time highs on the TYRH token. Remember, it has got the big burn on the way in and the burn on the way out. And of course, that is helping the tokenomics as well as all the staking pumpamentals. And now we've got the Burn token as well, dual token. Pretty cool. This was a bit earlier yesterday. The best thing happening on Pulsechain. TYRH is up 37%. Burn RH coins, community claims, staking leagues, NFT minting, yield tokens, and of course, awesome liquidity, right? Big fat liquidity. We like that. That was pretty cool. Burn is pumping, and of course we just talked about the price that is up again today. What else we got there? Get your stakes in. 14 hours left until the time snapshot. Now the first airdrop for stakers of TYRH token is the time token. If you want to get your free claim stake TYRH now, and you get to burn for every stake you make. So that is on the website. Let's quickly look at the TYRH website. It's a pretty big one, and we're going to go to the stake here. And I think that gets us pretty close. 67.9% of all TYRH is now staked. That's amazing. Remember, it was sitting down at about 52%. That's really rocketed up there now. And let's have a look at the actual leagues. There's all the leagues that you can get there. We're doing pretty well. What else we got here? I think we're looking for the claims. Is it further down? I can't remember where it is here on there. I think it might be back up on the other side. Let's go. Oh, there's the claim tab. We'll go to the claim tab there. So that is the time token. That's the first one up there. Looks like it's ready for the airdrop as well. And of course, we've got the team in the chat there as well. So that's looking pretty cool. Be able to stake the time. Nice one on that one. 8.5 million tokens, which is pretty good. Let's go check out how much that's worth, actually. Let's see. We've got the time token here somewhere. 8.5 million. Oh, the price has come off the top. So time token had a big rocket, right? Rocketed all the way up to 0.3 of a penny. It is now sitting at, what was it, 1/1500th of a penny there at the moment. So, yeah, 8.5 million time tokens is worth $13,268 at the moment. So people are going to get the airdrop today, I guess. It's kind of cool. Let me just jump over here. We've got some more tweets. 3 hours ago, new all-time high again for the TYRH, Burn RH tokens. Looking pretty good on the fair launch. 3 hours ago, 8% of entire Burn supply was burned in less than 24 hours. Probably nothing. Probably nothing, they say. And that is the Burn there, or the Burn token. Look at that. 8 million, 8.43%. That's amazing. No wonder that chart's just lifting up there. 58 minutes ago, 67% of all the TYRH is staked. We saw that on the contract. Looking amazing too. So very, very cool on that. So that is from TYRH. I'll post the Twitter handle in the chat there if you want to check out all the details. I think that's pretty cool. And that is the link there to TYRH. The token is performing like a boss on Pulsechain with the amazing Burn tokenomics and a dual token with the Burn token as well. Kind of cool. Now, if you want to see some of the stuff on there, of course, you can go to the where do we have it on here? We have the Burn. Let's go to the Burn. The Burn at the top here. I don't know where all the NFTs are gone. Where are the NFTs? NFT mints. I think that's down here. These are the NFTs. So this was related to the Burn token. And you can see all the details here as well with all the NFT claim boosters and the specials down here as well, and staking leagues as well. So you can check all that out. And if you have any questions, hit up the TYRH team. Right, that is pretty much it on there. I think we've gone through all that, so we're going to click away from there. And that is the best performer, right? So that's the best performer on Pulsechain is the Burn TYRH dual token system with staking and airdrops and burning and all the good stuff. So that is performing like a boss. Number 2 is the Weight token from Coast. And of course, the fiat on-ramp, off-ramp is coming to Pulsechain. We're very excited about that. And it's getting ever so closer. And I understand it's only 1 or 2 days away. That's how close this fiat on-ramp is coming. So it's very, very close. Fiat on-ramp update. Those who lock Weight token over time will enjoy benefits on the platform as well. Not limited to free discounts coming to Pulsechain soon. So that was the last update there from the Coast team. Coast will be the first native fiat-backed stablecoin on Pulsechain, and that's going to be pretty exciting. So I think that's pretty much where we're at to there. Yeah, an update 21 minutes ago. Hot off the press, folks, here on Hex Token channel. And we've got this latest update. We will be having multiple phases of our launch. So there'll be multiple phases of the Coast launch. Each phase will build on the feature set and work towards the final product. We think you'll enjoy the new DApp. That's even smoother than our prior beta release coming to Pulsechain. So that's exciting, folks. That's hot off the press there, hot off the press there as well. And of course, the Weight token is the second best performer. Let's have a look at this one here, up 25% on this poll. Look at that breakout to the upside. Bullish news on the first on-ramp, off-ramp to Pulsechain. And of course, fiat stable coin there, CST, is going to be launching as well. So super bullish for the Pulsechain ecosystem. You don't have to go through multiple steps to go on and off the Pulsechain now. You'll just be able to do, through one step pretty much, which is going to make so much easier. Also, for if you're in the United States, UK, Canada, and Australia, those are the first 4 countries. And you'll be able to, get your, dollar cost average in or take some profits from yield farming, whatever you're doing, and really cool. And if you've got Weight tokens, you're going to benefit from holding that. You get cheaper fees, and of course, other benefits probably going to accrue as well. So looking good there. Really, really cool. And I'm sure the liquidity pools will start fattening up here as well for the Weight token as well. So I'd look forward to that in the future. So that is the Weight token. That's pretty cool. I think those are kind of the best performers in the double digits. B9's doing pretty well as well from Papa B in the security there. Halgo is doing pretty well, up 6%. More token, Hocus Pocus, they're all up like a few percentage points. Texas token, so quite a few of them up in single digits increases there. Not bad. Pulse Kitten, Kira, a few others there, Pulse Reflections, and Fiat there as well. Now, Fiat's expected to launch before the end of July, so we're expecting that to come out soon too. So looking forward to that. Those are pretty much the Pulsechain projects. And let's get into the NFT space now. And of course, PulseSouls had its auction today. And man, some people were up super early for that. Like I say, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Or if you're Superman, you missed the alarm and you were in there at 7 o'clock. This is the way it goes. So hilarious. But it was a big launch. One of my top 4 favorites. And if you haven't checked out my top 12 NFT collections on Pulsechain, it really is a boom time as well. So think about Pulsechain. We're on day 75. We've had yield farming and dexes come out first, right? That's kind of what we've been having with yield farming, dexes, bridges, and things like that. Have been coming and swapping stuff. We've had a lot of that sort of space, a bit of privacy stuff too. And then, of course, now we're in this period of NFT collections booming. So they're all launching. This is beautiful to see on Pulsechain, right? This is what you want to see. We've got new people coming, new things are happening. And of course, the PRC 21s are getting a lot of attention now. The next phase, of course, is that we've got all the NFT markets coming. So you make some NFT collections and then you got markets that people can go and buy and sell them, which is really cool. So it's kind of what we've got there. And the cool thing about the NFTs on Pulsechain is that a lot of the projects that have got DeFi attached to them, which is awesome. So they're going to have maybe their own tokens, maybe staking, benefits like that. So it really is next level stuff on Pulsechain with the NFT space. And of course, we've got the NFT markets coming, probably at least 8 of them. I'll be doing a video on that coming up. So look forward to the NFT marketplace video. I did the NFT collections yesterday. So check that out on the channel. It really is heating up here. And I think PulseSouls is definitely one of my top 4 at the moment. So very, very cool. And it launched today. And it's very different from some of the others as well. Kind of cool. Now, we briefly went over this the other day, but I'm going to briefly go through what we've got here. There were 1,000 PulseSouls, okay, 1,000, and they're broken down to 8 different categories. Human souls, there's 450 of those, so you had a 45% chance of minting one of those out. Creature souls, you had a 200% chance of minting, 20% chance of minting that out. And if you look at the thumbnail with the line that I've got on the thumbnail, that is a creature soul. How cool is that thumbnail? and that is just one of the creatures there on the level 2 there. Then we had elemental souls, was 110 of those. We have got companion souls, there's 90 of those. There's mech souls, which are pretty cool. There's 60 of those. God souls, there's only 40 of those. And demon souls, there's 40 of those as well. And then, of course, the Holy Grail, the eternal souls, there's 10 of those. So you had 1% chance of hitting those. And one of them came out at the very last. I believe it was number 1,000. That was the last eternal souls. There was a lot of competition in the last 15 minutes. People were just minting on our Discord. They were minting, trying to get this eternal soul. The reason why is because there was an 8 million pulse bounty attached to the eternal souls. So there was a chance of getting, 1% chance of getting one of those. It was very exciting. So kind of cool. Now, there were a few little technical issues, but essentially the minting went off pretty well. There. If you did have a whitelist, of course, you can contact the team and give them a transaction if the whitelist didn't show up. In other words, you were going to the mint fee was going to be 350,000 pulse rather than 450. So you can contact them on that. Now, I understand that they're doing a lot of updates at the moment on the website to get the reward pool going. So the bounty rewards. So that's going to be pretty cool. And in that, they're going to have 6% of the secondary sales. So let me rephrase that. 5% from the mint sales will go directly into the royalty pool. So that's going to be important. And 6% of the secondary. So once it starts trading, 6% of the sales also go into reward pool. So it's going to be pretty cool. So if you actually minted out those, you can expect to get some mint sales from the reward pool. You'll be able to claim those, of course, on the website. And that's coming up soon. They're working on making sure that's all okay on the website. Next phase, of course, is going to be an on-site marketplace. But, of course, there's going to be all these big NFT marketplaces as well. So it's going to be pretty cool. And then the second phase is going to be staking and token phase, which I'm very excited about. I really love this on Pulsechain. They're really supercharging the DeFi, the NFT space with DeFi attached to it. Really is cool. And then, of course, third phase is ecosystem, further development there. So really, really cool stuff there. I think it was a very good launch. And of course, you can see some of the snapshots here on the gallery of some of the ones that got minted out, which are pretty cool as well. So some nice stuff there. So 1,000 of these. Very, very cool. Now, let's go to the Twitter account. One of the people that got this is 2 hours ago. And of course, one of the people here, Fradkey, was really lucky to mint the rank 1 Eternal on the actual PulseSouls, which is kind of the number 1 there. Look at this image. It's a little bit scary, but it is a very powerful number 1 rank out of the 1,000. And of course, this person would also get the 8 million pulse bounty as well. Pretty cool. So that is the number 1 there, Eternal. The number 1 to rule them all at 1,000. Very, very cool on that one. On the number 1 rank. So that was kind of cool. A lot of other people retweeting as well. Of course, 3 hours ago, 70% have gone. This has been the fastest mint out on Pulsechain by a long shot. Last call, the last 200 will sell faster than the first 2, and it certainly was hardcore in the Discord. We had a lot of people bidding on those. Only 100 PulseSouls left was 2 hours ago, so it was really starting to go fast. Some really cool artwork in there too. You can see some of the creatures here. DeFi now says PulseSouls NFT is 91% minted out. And of course, if you're reading this more than 40 minutes after the post, sorry about your luck. They are showing up on the secondary market, and the floor is already above mint. And of course, you can see some of the ones here. So this person's posted one here that was ranked number 291. The frogs. There's some really cool frogs in there. They're part of the creature types. Remember, there's 8 types, and of course, demon there as well. So demon is, I think, the second rarest or third rarest one there, and that's pretty cool. 40 of those, so kind of cool on that one. So very neat. And some of these, what else we got go? PulseSouls says that was a hell of a ride. It certainly was. Then this is the big news, right? So 1 hour ago, PulseSouls officially posted, we are officially sold out in less than 6 hours. Can you believe it? In less than 6 hours, sold out. Amazing. What I call one of the premier NFT collections on Pulsechain. Really, really cool. We know that the earlier ones often do well sustainably. So over time, they do quite sustainably well. But of course, they're going to be aided and abetted by good DeFi as well. So not only trade volume going into reward pool, but also staking and their own token in the future, things like that. So it's very, very exciting. Not only am I overwhelmed with this amazing launch, says the founder, and feedback, we are also the fastest minted project on Pulsechain, thanks to every single one showing up today and making this an amazing experience, which I think was fantastic. So I'm going to retweet that out. What else we got there? Update 59 minutes ago. So we are working on some displaying issues on the royalties as well as big fixes. So let them fix up the royalties in the website first before you go to claim your royalties if you have minted some NFTs. After that, the airdrops will be sent out. So remember that. So that's going to be cool. Phase 2 development will start. Stay tuned. For now, the team needs to take a rest, and we will be back tomorrow for more. So nice one on that one. And very, very cool. So that is pretty much it, I think. Just about. Oh, we got, minted out in 6 hours, Beatbox is. So Beatbox is one of the marketplaces, NFT marketplaces. There's 2 main ones at the moment that I'm aware of, which is Beatbox and Hex Toys. So big shout out to both of those. And of course, they've been supporting these NFT collections as well. You can see the cool thumbnail there of a picture of one of the NFTs. So pretty exciting there. I think that was pretty much it. Was it 47 minutes ago? PulseSouls are now only available at secondary markets. So you can only buy them now. You cannot mint them, which is important to know. And I think that was it. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. 1,000 sold out. Fastest time on Pulsechain. Amazing. Let's go to the markets. Let's go to Beatbox. And you can see some of the ones up for sale. Let's do a refresh just to make sure I've got the latest and greatest on here. The floor price at the moment is 455,000. So it's actually 5,000 more than the mint price. So that's nice to see. Strong opening here for the PulseSouls, which are pretty cool. Now, they're here as well. You can go and buy some of these. They're all at different prices, right? So check those out. And of course, as we saw on the website, the actual next stage of the roadmap will be not only are you going to get a share of the rewards in there from trading, but also staking and token phase, locking staking of souls to get soul token and more royalties based on how many souls will be staked. So having those stakes is very important there. All right, so I think that's it for the PulseSouls. Pretty amazing, already tradable on secondary market. So I'm going to post the links to these in the video description, sorry, in the chat there if you want to check them out. This is the Twitter account, PulseSouls. You can check out all the news that I've covered. Looking pretty good there. I'm going to pause for a minute here because we're going to get into some of the chats, see what people's experiences have been with this. This is the contract on Beatbox. If you want to pick up one of these NFTs that are now trading, and remember the mint price is 450,000 Pulse, and each of them are ranked on different rarity as well. So remember that. But due diligence, all that good stuff. Early days for what I think is one of the premier NFT collections. Looking exciting. All right, so that's pretty cool and very exciting. Is that? I think was that everything? Did I post everything? The website. Let's post the website there too. Post that website. Bam. And that is there. PulseSouls.com. Check it out as well. So there's one more big NFT collection that is launching on the 31st. That is Richie's World. It is like Doodles, which is a big brand on Ethereum, but it's been customized for a Pulsechain. It's going to have cool DeFi tokenomics on there too, and that's coming on the 31st. So we'll be covering that as well. That is the next big one. I have the big 4 at the moment. I have Pulse Punks are my favorites. Pulse Ape is number 1 favorite for me. Pulse Punks and PulseSouls, and then we also have the Rich's World coming up as well. But there are at least 12 NFT collections on Pulsechain at the moment, and at least 5 of them are currently minting at the moment still. So you can check those out on my video I did yesterday as well. All right, I think that's it. So let's jump into the chats here and catch up on some of the comments. Where are we going to go there? Let's go back up to the gallery and leave it on the gallery for the time being. And let's chat up on what people's experiences were with minting out, because I know quite a few people got involved. So let's see where we are here. Certainly been exciting, that's for sure, on the old mint phase. The hype is real, especially in those last the beginning and in the last 20 minutes. That was pretty crazy times. Hey, Harry's in the house there. Yo, late but here. Good to see Harry. Let's go. Time for a pump, says Wookie. Yeah, it's nice to see green candles on the charts and exciting NFT collections launching. Good to see you, Kim. They're on Superman Crypto. Good to see you. Hi, Sir and all sirs. Kim's in the house. Hexforce1 says I got an elemental, which is fantastic. And looking at elementals, we've got the FAQ. So elementals are this one here. Elementals in here. There's 110 of those elementals, so a pretty good one there. What else there? Kim says, sweet, good time to get some TYRH. Good to see you, Kim. Pudding Guru, thanks, Superman. You're welcome. Yo Mama's in the house as well. Where's the Trook Souls? I'm not sure, Yo Mama. You should get into our Discord and have a chat with everybody in there. They're having a good time. Charity says, hey, Wookie, good to see you. Wookie loves to be said hello to. We got Space Diamond NFT in the house as well. Howdy, friends. So Space Diamond's in my video yesterday. It is still developing their one, but that is going to be a future mint as well. You'll be able to get access to that when Space Diamond collection comes out. Thomas says, I got an Eternal, so I hope the project does really well. Well, congratulations to you. That's fantastic. 1% chance of getting an Eternal. Huge congrats to you. That is one down the bottom there. Plus, you got 8 million pulse, so I think you're doing pretty well already, Tom Boss. Wookie's in the house as well. Wookie is now a god too, and Wookie got a god NFT. Well done there, Wookie. Congratulations. That's pretty cool too. That is only 40 god souls in there and 40 demon souls. So there we are. A bit of fun, of course, with the naming conventions there on PulseSouls. That is pretty cool. Let's get into the next big one, of course, is PulseRate. So PulseRate is one of the Pulsechain projects. And that is doing pretty well. Where's the price here? PulseRates. It's the PRATE token. It's down the bottom here at the moment, so it's actually pulled off a little bit from the top. Let me have a look at liquidity pools here. We'll go to this one here. So PRATE is from PulseRate, which is like yield farming. So they've come out with new news about single size staking pool. At the moment, a PRATE token is 0002453. The market cap is 956,000 at the moment, and liquidity is 283,000 just in this pool, but they have multiple pools. And so let's have a look at that. Remember, do your own due diligence, all that good stuff. Always use a DGM wallet when you're interacting with new farms and yield farming, and always do good risk management as well, right? So just take that into account. But at the moment, PulseRate is come out with some really cool feature. Throwing an announcement, PLS rewards are now live, so you can actually buy some PRATE tokens. You can do single-sided staking rewards. And of course, you can stake your PRATE now and start earning Pulse immediately with high APRs. And of course, you can get that through PulseRate.io at that there. So that's kind of cool. So that is out and about. I'll post the link to that tweet in the chat there if you want to check that out. Once again, always use a DGM wallet and prudent risk management as well when in any yield farming in particular. So kind of cool. It's had audits. I don't know if the Pulse Police review, but it's been around for a little bit now. That even regardless, remember, always use good risk management there. But that is a single-sided staking pool. You earn Pulse, not bad. Now, obviously, the price of PRATE can move around, so just take that into account. And the price of PRATE, as you can see, that is the chart so far with it. So it's been moving sideways here. Even on the news of single-sided staking pool, that didn't really break it out to the upside, which is interesting. All right, I think that's kind of it. Maybe not many people have heard about it. That's probably the case there. With over $130,000 staked and earning PLS rewards, community enthusiasm and support has been nothing short of extraordinary. Get started earning Pulse now. What else we got there? Stake PRATE and earn PLS rewards. Unlock greater rewards by choosing longer lock periods. The longer you stake, the more you earn, up to 4x, which is pretty cool. What else we got going on there? I think that's kind of it on PulseRate. So that's PulseRate, and this is the website for PulseRate there. You can obviously launch the app. You can connect your wallet up, and you can go to PRATE Lock. PRATE Lock here is the PRATE Lock. And of course, you can do a new stake if you've bought PRATE, and there's all the details about the APR and the locking periods and lots of stuff, and the claiming period. Now, if you do lock, of course, it'll be locked in there, and you won't be able to claim until the lock period's gone through. Just remember that the button will go white if that is the case. Obviously, there's a dashboard too. It will have all your personal details, your wallet details. If you click staking, it will also have what staking you have available as well, what staking options there are. Check that out. And of course, different tokens as well. So there's different farms. They all have different yields on there. If you provide liquidity, you'll be able to get some access to some of these high yields. Just remember that if you've got P-Share or PRATE, which is the dual token, those prices can move around a lot. So your value of your staking can move around a lot if you are in those pools, particular pools, right? So just take that into account versus the APR. You can go for non-PulseRate tokens. You could do Rat Pulse and eHex, for example, and still get some pretty attractive APRs. So just take into account there are different pools, all that good stuff. What else are we going to say about that? I think that's kind of it. There's the boardroom. Boardroom, you can stake P-Share in the boardroom, and you can earn that. The APR at the moment is pretty nice, 2.61%. But once again, that will move around with the price of the underlying token. So you've got to have that turnover on the platform, right? That's important to remember. There's also another product called Bonds, but we won't get into that. But you can check that all out in your details. All right, that is that. Did I post the link? I think I did. Did I post the link? Yeah, I did. All right, so cool. That is PulseRate and single-sided staking pools. Earn Pulse might be attractive. All right, that is pretty much it. We've got the Hex Daily Stats coming out soon. We're going to talk about that. Hex.com. Check it out in the video description, of course. Let's see who else has jumped in here. Joe Fish. Hey, Superman, I minted 3. One is an elemental. Also a god and demon. Thanks for your info. That made it possible. Oh, that's awesome, Joe Fish. And man, that's something crazy. If you got 3 mints and you got 2 of those, that's the luck of the draw. That is incredible results statistically. So congratulations to you. Well done. It is randomly assigned when you go to mints. All right, we've got day 1332 hot off the press, the 26th of July, 2023. The Hex daily stats here. We've got the price at 00876 on the old eHex. We've got the Hex payout per T-share is a big day on eHex here. 6.964 Hex per T-share is the payout. So if you got T-shares, you get paid out 6.964 Hex per T-share. The share rate is up 6.6, 28,390. Now remember, this is the 27th of July. We've got a big increase in the share rate coming up as well. So let's have a look at this on Hexfire. Hexfire has got a modeling of the projections of the share rate going up. Earlier pays better in Hex, right? Earlier pays better, longer pays better, and bigger pays better. But let's have a look at the share rate jump. It is coming up as well. So look at this bump. So here we are now with this red line. This is where we are now, 28,446 or so. But look, we've got a big jump coming up. This is really big. And that's about 400 or something. That's a big jump in there, about 400 Hex per T-share coming up on the end of July, beginning of August. So 31st July to the 2nd of August, that's going to be jumping up. So the share rate on Hex is going to jump big time here. So it's going to be a big jump as well. So it's going to head towards 29,000 by the beginning of August. And of course, it's going to expect to be 31,000 by the end of the year. So we get to the end of the year. We've got a big jump there too expected now at the end of the year. Look at that, another one. So that is the 21st of November to the 24th. So that's a big jump there. And by the end of the year, current projections here that we're going to be even higher than earlier projections. Earlier projections were 31,400. Now we've got 32,100. So it's going to be even more aggressive. We've got 2 big jumps. One of them is imminent, coming very soon. Just take into account earlier plays better in terms of getting those T-shares. All right, the average mining length is 7 years. The 41% APY today, fantastic. There's 211 million Hex in the pool, $240,000 and 159 Ethereum. T-shares have gone down by 458. We're down to 9,910,000 now. What else we got going here with the Hex daily stats? 9.44% of all Hex is locked on Ethereum. Big penalties today, so somebody decided to end stake, and they got they gave 8.6 million in Hex penalties. 50% goes back to you if you're staking Hex T-shares or mining Hex T-shares. Liquid holders are up 6. Miners are up 14, and our growth is 120,422. So really good trend change on the old Ethereum chain for Hex, and it's getting better and better, I think. Liquid holders and miners are slowly creeping up there, and the highest stakes is coming out in 8 days, and that should help along that too. Very, very cool. So that is the Hex daily stats. Let's look at day 75. I think we're on day 75. Yeah, day 75 is we're ending that. So this is day 75, 26th of July on Pulsechain. We've got PHEX now, 1.935 cents is the snapshot. And of course, we're up 2.4% on the price. The payer on Pulsechain is also awesome, 6.999, so almost 7 Hex per T-share. Beautiful day in the office. And of course, the share rate there up 6.7. The average mining 6.98 years, 41% APY, looking gorgeous, just like on the ETH chain. Very, very cool. T-shares are up 685, so the opposite on the ETH chain. We're actually gone up in T-shares, 9,929,797 T-shares there. There's the ownership pool for Hex. Let's have a look at the percentage of coins. 9.53% of all Hex is staked or mining on the Pulsechain. We had also awesome penalties. Pulsechain penalties for Hex have been humongous. We're at 9.6 million. Oh my goodness, look at this stuff. It just keeps on going. Look at this. It's the tree that keeps on giving. Like the last 16 days have been amazing penalties on Pulsechain. All the volatility has moved from Ethereum over to Pulsechain. And the penalties are all on the Pulsechain side last 16 days. So there we are. All right. Liquid holders are still going strong, though, up 35. But the miners are down 2 days in a row here, 14 and 14. We had a 13 down the other day. And we're at 123,394 miners at the moment. So about 2,500 or so difference from the ETH chain. So that is the results for day 75 on Pulsechain and day 1332 on the ETH chain. Hex.com, folks. Check it out in the video description. You can buy Hex, and then mint yourself some T-shares and start earning some sweet Hex per T-share rewards each day. Very, very cool. Earlier pays better because the share rate's about to jump, so you want to get more T-shares. All right, that's pretty much it. Cool. What a day in the office. Let's go back to the Pulsechain. Actually, we might just leave it on the Pulsechain chart. That is Pulsechain at the moment. But 0001077. Pretty amazing. Rev10 says late, but here now. Hi, everybody. Hey, Rev10, good to see you. And we've got Ivor as well. Yo from Brisbane. Check out the beautiful accumulation zone, guys. Just saying. I agree with you. These charts are looking pretty juicy. And dollar cost averaging and the early launch of Pulsechain is very important. So if you're in that position where you can do that, not financial advice, but you can accumulate a lot more volume at the moment, and particularly PulseX as well. So what have we got coming down the line? We got one big NFT collection at least coming on the 31st of July, and that's coming up. After that, we've also got Coast coming up before in July, so we've got a fee and on-ramp, off-ramp, and then we've got the big DeFi protocols coming. We've got the Liquid Loans and the Power City and the PH Universe going to be pretty cool. In fact, the PH Universe may very well, I'm not sure if they've given any further update, but we may actually have the Fiat fork of Aave out on Pulsechain before the end of the week as well, before the end of July, I should say. So that's looking cool too. And so, yeah, we could have, Coast, Aave fork, and the big NFT collection from Richie's World. It's looking pretty good just before the end of July. And then, of course, in August, we've probably got Liquid Loans, Power City, and the PH Universe with their famous GMX fork coming. And so it's just heating up. And, of course, don't forget the 9-inch DEX is going to be pretty exciting. And with all of those, that's over, I think I worked out that's like $100 million of sacrifice value in those. So over that much, and that's all about to launch. The biggest protocol wave of Pulsechain's first 6 months is about to happen. So excited about that. It's all coming up ahead of us, folks. So really is ramping up there. PRC 20s, PRC 721s, very cool. Got the Heist stakes coming out in about 8 days. So it's all happening in the next 30 to 60 days. It's going to be so exciting on the Pulsechain. And you guys are all here early. So dollar cost average, pick up those Richard Hart tokens, of course, and any of your other favorite ones, because, if the price breaks out to the upside, it's all on, right? It's all on. And we've got the Fed out of the way now with the 25 basis points. So hopefully we'll get some nice move on there too. Let's have a quick look at the crypto market and have a quick look at the prices. I think Bitcoin did not too bad overnight. 29,300. I saw it at 29,500 earlier. We are getting a bit more green in the charts, which is nice. And Solana there up 8.7%. That's kind of the standout out of the majors there as well. Not too bad at all. How did the stock market react to the Fed? Let's have a look here. Pretty well. The Dow Jones was up. The tech companies were pretty flat, slightly down on that. But not too bad at all. Dow side sets the Fed hike. Tech slump to keep Win alive. So that is pretty much it on that one. So not bad. So when's the next Fed meeting? Let's have a look here. Next Fed meeting is in 7 weeks and 6 days. So we've got a nice big window to pump into a mini bull run for crypto. Let's do it. I'd love to see a Bitcoin get over 30 again and have a rally to 40 at least. That'd be quite something. That'd be pretty cool. Also, I do note that 76% of the market at the moment is expecting a no change in the interest rate by the 20th September, the next Fed meeting. 24% is expecting a second rate rise, which would probably be the top one if it does happen. I'm thinking that good chance we won't have that. Just depends, as long as the inflation keeps going down. That's probably the main one. And employment shows a bit more weakness. That's probably the play there. All right. I think that's it. Is that cool? Did we talk about it all? I think we did. PulseX there. That looks like a lot of value. Look at the upside for PulseX at the moment. It really is huge. Let me get rid of that comment as well. We got Briz in the house. Good to see Briz. Crazy fees or penalties, says Briz. Not sure what that's referring to, but let's have a look at this one here. That is the timeline. 216% is sitting there. Just to get back to sacrifice for PulseX, we've got all this DeFi coming, which is all going to be bullish for PulseX. And then, of course, we've got all these activities happening on PulseX as well. But we've also got the single-sided staking potentially coming out as well, and any other things that's in Richard Hart's playbook. So big DeFi, big NFTs, and, of course, a big Richard Hart playbook. Who knows how that's going to play out. And, of course, the ISA stakes, umbrellaing all of that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Did I just do that? Just to do an umbrella? I think I did. but that's pretty much it on the one. So looking good. We're back at Sacrifice. What can we do? Where can we go from here? I think to the moon and back. It's going to be the most exciting time, as I say. All right, I think we're going to leave it there, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the coverage. We're going to go back to some of the beatbox there and have a quick look at some of the marketplaces on at the moment. So if you go to beatbox.market, you can see some of the NFT collections on here. This is kind of the boom period at the moment with all these launching. We've got Space 8s, Pulse Punks, PulseRate YCs, Vertebrates and A's from Chirp Finance there, one of the yield farmers. We've got Pulse Punks, Pulse Peppies, the really hot army at the moment. So there's lots of stuff in store. And of course, we've got PulseSouls out today. And we've got what do they call them? The Richie's World coming out on the 31st there. So not bad. Pulse Apes at the moment, the floor is around 200. We've got a token, expecting a token coming out for PAYC out before July. And then we're expecting some staking as well. So that I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be really, really exciting. It's my kind of my number one pick here. And then we've got what else? We got Chip Finance is coming out. Chip Finance is out there at the moment. So kind of cool. Where's the other one I was looking at? We're going to look at the I don't actually have the contract address on me, but we were going to look at the I don't have the contract address, but obviously you can buy the PulseSouls as well on here as well. I think I had the link in here somewhere. I posted it, but I can't find it. So that'll be it. All right. If you want to continue and talk more about things on Pulsechain, whatever it is, get into our Discord. We have our chat there. The chat's been really on fire. People are jumping in there and enjoying the experiences together, asking good questions and having a good time. So, and the cool thing is a lot of people in our Discord have been getting on everything early on the new tokens, the new projects, early on the new NFT collections. Really have been getting a good deal there by just because we're covering everything here on Hex Token channel every day. So it really has been a great place. So cool. I think that's it. We're going to wrap up at 52 minutes. This is my fastest live stream. I think that's it for the day, though. But we've got lots coming up in the next few days. So it's going to be pretty busy here on Hex Token channel with all those big things coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, everybody. I'm going to play out the Highest of Stakes teaser video because it's coming up very, very closely and to a movie theater near you. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
The arrogant, bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life. Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less. And the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good. I put it all in.
All what?
All of our house money.
No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So then I should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you'll get the crap scammed out of you.